How's everyone doing? I just figured I would read some of the news for what's going on with AMC because I think a lot of people will show the graphs, which is great to do. But I was just thinking that giving people some AMC news would help out to allow some people to know maybe why the stock is dropping, why things are going the way they are. So it's not that uh, you can look at the graphs and the graphs show a lot of information. And it really helps, definitely. But I just noticed a lot of people out there are giving the information just off of when you look at the candlesticks, things like that. But I just wanted to read some news from CNBC to kind of show maybe this can help out people to understand what's exactly going on with the stock. So AMC files to sell 11 million shares. Stocks immediately tank. So the reason why it's going down is because it's going to be pretty much adding more shares inside of it. This is a way for AMC to make some money. They probably lost a bunch of money during the pandemic on account of no one was going to the theaters. Now they're opening back up. They got people going back to the theaters, and they're actually now trying to take the best advantage that they can of this. You can call it meme stock. I don't know what you guys want to call it, but these different meme stocks and everything that's kind of been flourishing. It's kind of like what GameStop probably would try to do if they get the opportunity again. And any of these companies that are hurting are just going to try to make more money. But AMC Entertainment said Thursday it plans to sell more than 11 million shares amid the trading frenzy in its stock. In accordance with the terms of the distribution agreement, we may, through our sales agents, offer and sell from time to time up to an aggregate of 11,550,000 shares of a Class A common stock. This is what AMC said. And then, as you see, the stock has went up a lot, but ever since AMC has said that, the stock has dropped a pretty decent amount. I don't want to just go only over, the price on here. I just kind of want to give information because I feel like information can be very helpful. But so as of right now, the price is, well, this is behind on my computer. Let's see what it is on my phone. As of right now, it's down 30%. The price is at $43.41. That's how Robinhood has it. Robinhood's the quickest that I have, so that's the reason why I typically go off of that one. But you hear Yahoo News, says AMC just dropped the hammer on every meme stock CEO. There's a lot of people who made a lot of money from it. One of my buddies was just telling me how he yesterday was just making over 50,000, I think even close to $100,000 on the stock. So I'm pretty happy for him, and I always want to see people make a lot of money. But I just want people to have information and news, because information and news is very, very helpful. It's not just looking only at the candlesticks. Yes, that can help you out for the day trading, try to figure out the exact way to try to jump in and take it and see where things are moving. But the information for longer term, if you're going to be someone who's going to be these diamond hands that people talk about, it's good to have this type of information so you can know what's going to happen future-wise. But it says the meme market is back with vengeance. This is Yahoo Finance. So the AMC is playing a different game the second time around. On Thursday morning, the company filed to sell up to an additional 11.5 million shares as its stock price continues to monster run high. So yeah, AMC stock right now, it's actually the highest it's ever been. And AMC right now is in one of the places that it's hurting the most. But if you go off of why most people are buying it, which is going to be because they're trying to, short squeeze these big, huge bulls, then it can make sense for that reason, because then the math can work out not because of how the company necessarily is doing, but it can work out because of the fact that if you understand how shorting works, then you understand why you can do this and make a lot of money off of them. But it says on Wednesday alone, AMC shares rose 95%. It was actually up more than that at one point, but I think with the end of market, that's where it ended up being. And then it said in pre-market trading on Thursday, the stock was at the stock was at one point another up 20%. So pre-market, the stock was up another 20%. So everyone who's looking at it was thinking, they're going to continue to keep this run, maybe go up on GameStop style, where I forget how much GameStop ended up going up. It was thousands of percents. AMC, I don't think has been up. Well, I guess technically I had it down at $7, and even before that, it was down even lower than that. So it's definitely up a lot, but it hasn't been up thousands. But I think this was what we were hoping when we saw the up to 20%. But as you can see, there's kind of been something that's kind of changed that up. But this does not mark the company's first effort to capitalize on exactly what I was saying. The AMC they understand that people are trying to do this to make their money off of the shorts. So, but it is a separate thing where it's actually the company trying to do the best they can to continue as a company, trying to make it work so that AMC can continue to have the different thing with their films. That's the reason why they want people. You see, they're probably saying if you own a stock, then you can get free popcorn. I think is what I saw. They have all these different things where they're trying to put out the information and news to try to keep people invested in them, but they also want to make the money off it so they keep the company moving forward. Because they don't want to think about it just for the short term. They're thinking about it longer term. They're thinking about, okay, how can we capitalize on this, make money off this, and then keep our company as theaters going on 10, 20, 30 years. Which who knows if that's going to happen. I'm a film lover. That's my life. But you can kind of see the trends going towards different direction. But let's see. More into the news says, earlier this week, AMC raised $230 million from Murdoch Capital in an offering. The company said, is this the same information I just have? Okay. Will allow us to allow us to be aggressive in going after the most valuable theater assets. So pretty much what they're looking at is like, I think that, oh goodness, what was the one? There's a number of different theaters that shut down, and they're trying to pretty much buy it up so they can end up owning a lot of the market. It wasn't Cinemark that shut down, but it was a lot of like the ones that do film, the ones that do like 35 or 7-meter film. It's out here in Hollywood. I can't remember the name of it, but there was some of the classic, awesome theaters that are out there that that AMC is looking to try to buy up, get all that, and then they're trying to come back into post-pandemic theater world aggressive and just be absolutely dominating it to the point where if you want to go to theater, you're pretty much going to a theater that's somehow connected to AMC. So that's the reason why that they're trying to take advantage of that and buy up certain things. Let's see, try to build theater assets as well as make our other strategies and other strategic investments in our business and to pursue developing opportunities. On Wednesday, the company announced a new shareholder platform that will offer investors perks at actual movie theaters, including free popcorn. This is exactly what I was saying. So they're like, hey, you're going to buy these stocks. We're going to try to get people to be more incentivized to actually want to be a part of this company. Buy a stock, get free popcorn. I mean, the popcorn to them, we buy it for how much money? It's $7. I don't even remember how much it is. It's something ridiculous. It costs them six cents. So they can say, hey, we'll give out that. But if anything that can allow them to gain up their stock price, they're going to do that because it just makes sense. So, yeah. Let's see. So more of the information is on Wednesday. So the popcorn, as we wrote in Thursday, Thursday's morning brief, a company stock is currency, and AMC is currency using a sharp rise in the value of this currency to improve its actual business. It's pretty much what it is. It's like what I was saying. So it's just AMC was hurting. Now they're trying to do everything they can to take advantage of this. They probably realized even beforehand, when everything happened back in February, if I remember correctly, that, hey, this might actually happen again. What will we do if this happens again? How are we going to take advantage of this and try to become a better company from this afterwards? Instead of just sitting back, allowing it to happen, and then we're not gaining, nothing's really happening with us. They're like, oh, wait a minute, we'll take advantage of this. We'll put up new shares so we can gain up more money. We'll do all these different things that can kind of help us in the long run. Now, let's see actually what the shares price is at. I don't have all the cool things like some of the other screens have, but I figured that on this channel, what I'll do is I'll just give the information. The information's helpful. Oh, so the stock's actually going up. So it looks like the people who are keeping the diamond hands or buying more, it's up and up because now it's back up to $49, so it's jumping around. Right around $49 is what I'll say it at, about 10% down. But originally or earlier today, it was all the way down like 31%. It was down to $43 or a little bit under that. So let's see. So just a little bit more news. And with all these moves, AMC CEO Adam Aron and the whole executive team at the company are putting the pressure on their peers running other companies, caught up in the memes trade, to not just let this market moment come and go. Just exactly what I was saying. They don't want to. AMC all these companies have realized, especially the ones who were hurting and these ones who were like, damn, we might be going out of business soon, like a GameStop or any one of these things. They're like, wait a minute. If we capitalize on this, we can actually allow our business to grow. We just have to figure out how to capitalize it on this. And I swear AMC knew back in January, February-ish that, hey, as this happened, this might happen again. We were hurting. Now we still have the ability to come back. And now we're coming back. People are going to the movie theater. They're seeing A Quiet Place. They're seeing The Fast and Furious is going to be coming out, all these different things. How do we capitalize on this? So they have prepared themselves. So that's the whole thing that they were trying to do, and that's the thing that they talk about in here. These are episodes that management teams must cash in on, pretty much. What I'm saying, back in the winter, GameStop was the focal point of the first meme stock. I guess, technically started, so it started then, but it rallied. It really started getting the actual rise, I guess, in like January, February. But people started talking about it like September, I think, of last year with GameStop. The first meme stock that management team sat on its hands for months. Exactly. They were just like, oh wow, like they weren't even putting out news. GameStop wasn't saying anything. Like only like Elon Musk or someone was saying something. But when it came to actual like information coming from any of the top corporations, they all just kind of sat around, I think, because they don't want to get maybe sued or anything like that. But they didn't know quite how to be prepared for it. Whereas this one, they're like, oh, okay, well, it happened. Now let's try to, how are we going to capitalize it when it happens in the future? For months. And now GameStop is on the process of looking for a new CEO. Yeah. So a lot of people were saying, oh, I want to be a part of, the GameStop, because they'll say things about the CEO is going a new place or trying to do certain things, but they just weren't able to capitalize on that opportunity. At least a lot of people made a lot of money. Some people you'll see out there made millions and millions of dollars off when it came to the actual stock. But when it comes to people actually paying attention to, people who are actually a part of the company, realizing that this is happening and then capitalizing on it the best way that they could. And the thing about it is it happened so fast that they didn't know what to do, but now that you have months before, you can try to prepare. Let's see. While the rally in AMC and other meme names right now might not make sense from the vantage point of a management team that tries to create value for shareholders, the way to respond to this interest is clear. You sell stock until the market can't take it anymore. There you go. That's just how it goes, Let's see. I'm just going to keep on reading this information. Hopefully this can help people out. I just know a lot of people will just show you the candlesticks and show you all the different things where it's just showing the live updates and kind of showing you how to sell, how to buy, how to sell, how to buy. But the information is very helpful. A lot of people aren't going to go into the information. So AMC warns investors. I'm not saying to buy or sell. I'm not saying any of these different things. As I say, I know people made a lot of money, and I know you might know people who lost money. I'm not saying what to do on any one of these things. I'm not a financial advisor. I'm just giving you information. Information is going to be out there, and you can do with what you please. I just want to see what the share is at. Again, my channel isn't the most fancy. I love to give people the information to me, because for me, that's what I find most important. So it looks like Diamond Hand people actually helped me go up. It's actually going up to $51 right now is what it's up to. It's climbing close to $52. So it's only down about 16%. So it's climbed up almost half. Oop, I lost the page. Kind of almost half about what it was up before. I can even see some of these other ones, see how they're all doing. Let's see. I don't think it really has GameStop on here, but so let's see. AMC warns investors. AMC's filing on Thursday also does not obligate the company to sell additional shares now or at any time. It merely allows AMC to reserve the right to sell stock. This filing is also full of all kinds of caveats that amount to AMC telling investors, do not buy our stock right now. Something to think about. I mean, I think that, again, people who, these corporations, they got caught, they got caught really bad. The higher up got caught really bad in the last few months when people were just doing this short squeeze and all these different things are happening because they weren't prepared. But I think a lot of these companies have prepared beforehand just in case things like this happen. So now they're, especially the companies, not just like the the firms, not just like the hedge funds, things like that. Everyone's paying attention to this, and they have been for months and months and months going, how are we going to capitalize as things like this happen in the future? We believe that the recent volatility and our current market prices reflect market and trading dynamics unrelated to our underlying business, our or macro or industry fundamentals, and we do not know how long these dynamics will last, the filing said. Under the circumstance, okay, so this is something I already read before. Under the circumstance, we caution you against investing. Oh, no, I didn't read that. Under the circumstance, we caution you against investing in our Class A common stock unless you are prepared to incur the risk of losing all or substantial proportions of your investment. So I think the people who are actually in it understand why they're doing it. So it's the people who were invested in AMC a year ago, just kind of hoping that the stock would just be, just go up because movie theaters would come back. I think a lot of those people, they're still in it because they've gained so much. But I think the new investors who are in it understand why they're doing it. They're not just going, oh, I'm just going to be a part of AMC because the movie theaters just opened up and I just saw A Quiet Place and it's all going to work out. I think the people who are in it realize, hey, wait a minute. There's a lot of shorts. There's a lot of ways that we can try to squeeze. There's a lot of all these different things that can happen that can allow me to make a decent amount of money in a really quick period of time. Because of that, I'm going to be a part of it. So they probably just put out this information just to, let's see, it says the emphasis on the passage is the companies. So they put out this information out there because they just because they want the stockholders to understand what's going on, but the people who are a part of it do realize what's going on. The filing goes on to discuss short squeezes, social media, retail trading platforms, and a host of other factors that AMC believes might be driving volatility in its share price. Because volatility scares long-term investors. So this is the reason why they're going into that. Again, people, especially probably if you're watching this, you probably understand why people are investing in it. Most of the people who are a part of this are like, oh, okay, I get it. I know why I'm investing. I get what I'm doing. I'm not doing it for no reason. I'm a part of this certain movement. I'm part of this. I can understand that it's going to be, it's day trading, it's quick trading, it's these type of things. People who are part of it understand that. But someone who's been a long-term investor in the company who's going to go, hey, I'm just trying to do it. I'm trying to buy, 100,000 of GameStop stock just to hope that 5 years from now, the company will end up going to it'll end up, dominating the theater market. Someone like that who's not really day trading or not paying attention to that, thinking about long-term investing, those people are going to be like, oh, wait a minute. Why am I going to, or they're going to be like, what's going on with this volatility? Because if these people say it's like your granddad or someone who's older, who's just used to longer investing, they're going to look at this and go, well, okay, why is this going like this compared to something like Apple, that's just kind of steadily moving? The volatility can scare the hell out of people, and emotions is what can really make the big difference and change for how stocks move. So they're letting people know that, listen, the emotions and different things are going on. That's the reason why that everything's changing. Plus of the information of the what do you call it? Of the short squeeze. So this type of stuff is the reason for the volatility. They want the long-term investors to understand what's going on, and as long as the long-term investors understand what's going on, then I think that they feel comfortable. But they are going to try to capitalize on some things as well. But let's see. And then it says for all of this, AMC. Let's see. Hold on. It says the company is not responsible. Sorry, not. Yeah, the company is not responsible and offers no assurance to existing or prospective shareholders that any of this makes sense or will last. Is pretty much what I was just saying right there. It is a filing unlike any we can remember reading. So it's yeah, they just want people to understand what's going on. They still want people to invest in the company. They're going to try to capitalize on it, but it just has to. They're trying to make everything make sense to people, because for a lot of the people who are doing this, they want. It's like when you understand numbers, you pretty much like predict the future. But when numbers are going in volatile spots, you're just guessing on the future. So these massive corporations, they don't want to guess on this stuff. They want things to make sense so they can say, hey, we can show you that this is going to go this way. But then we got people who got diamond hands out there holding this, making this thing pop. It makes a lot of people get scared, nervous, and not quite know exactly what to do. And then you can be the hedge funds who gets nervous because then they had a plan for it to go a certain way, and now they're losing a crap load of money. And then you can have the corporation who's actually in the middle of this, who just happens to, the corporation, the people who are long-term investors who are going, well, I don't know what's going on with my stock either. But what they hope at least is that it goes up or it still follows some type of trajectory that they can try to plan out. But they're just saying that, it's really hard to actually have that happen due to all the different, craziness that's going on. But let's see here. Well, I just figured that that's the information I wanted to give you guys, let you guys know. Maybe you can read a little bit more of this. I'll finish off this Yahoo article. But the logic for the company to issue stock to pursue other incentives when its stock price goes nuts, simple as the price of your stock rises, the cost of raising capital falls. For example, AMC files to issue 11.5 million shares on Thursday could at current market price of minus $60 per share, which is not what's currently at, raise some almost 700 million for the company. Had the company sold 11.5 million shares at the beginning of May, when shares were trading at around $10, that stock sale would have netted just 115 million to the company. So the company pretty much ended up gaining almost $600 million by making this filing later on. So they were prepared. They were like, oh, okay, so it's going to end up being pretty much 700 million, and now it's close to 100 million. So it's a little under 600 million is what they were able to gain from adding these or selling these shares. So selling these shares just allowed them to gain more money. They were prepared. They realized that this was going to happen, so they decided to go, hey, we're going to do this at a time where we feel like we can gain the most. And I think that they felt that the time that they put it out there, the time that they decided to file these shares, was the best time for them. It made the most sense for their company. I'm not on any side on this. I'm just literally reading the information. It looks like AMC is actually doing pretty good right now. As I've seen, I think it was, yeah, look at that. It's only down 11% now. I mean, it's still down, but it's at $55-ish, $54. But it was all the way down 30% this morning, but now it's down 12%, 13%, right around there. So just giving the information, not telling anyone what to do, what's going on. In general, selling stocks is something companies would rather not do, as it punishes existing shareholders by reducing their ownership stake. By doing nothing but watching the internet get interested in AMC memes, however, the company can now raise an additional $575 million and inflict no more pain on existing shareholders than it would have in earlier May. For a management team, this move is a no-brainer. The market is basically begging you to issue more stock at these prices. It's pretty much what I was saying. It's like they understand they're trying to make money. They're doing what they can from it, and they're capitalizing on it, because as much as we think, listen, they've got caught with their pants down, other not like the hedge funds, different things like that, because they didn't realize how much people could come together and collectively do something that could take down hedge funds, which was the cool thing that happened a few months ago. But they've been paying attention to this. You may think that they were not paying attention to this, but these people, this is their job. This is what they do all day. So whether it be the corporations that were actually buying into the stocks or the hedge funds, they have been paying attention And with them paying attention, they're going, okay, now how are we going to capitalize on this? And that's what AMC is pretty much doing right here. Let's see, in this AMC to sell stock into a wild market and then lists caveats after caveats, offer a clear blueprint to the teams over at companies like Bed Bath & Beyond, Express, and BlackBerry, all of which saw their share price raise more than 30% on Wednesday. So I haven't read that information if those other companies have been doing the same thing where they're going to be issuing more shares, but it would make sense if all of a sudden they all just decide to go, hey, why not us all capitalize on this? Before, they just didn't have the information. Now, I don't know if GameStop, I don't know if AMC was the only one who's actually going like, oh, let's get prepared. Let's make sure that we do this. Maybe, but the other companies might have been like, hey, if this happens again, let's try to do the exact same thing. So we'll see. I haven't read any information on that saying that that's what was going to happen with that. But if you're leading a company that gets involved in a meme stock moment, however, it is getting increasingly harder to say, as Bed Bath & Beyond, I guess the leader did, or no, the person, the financial, was it Mark Titteron, did to Yahoo Finance on Wednesday, that today's activity is just a day in time. Because in the meme market, today's activity is an opportunity and opening, a calling from the markets to make something happen. Yeah, indeed. So that's the information I just want to put out there. I just wanted people to kind of, not just only look at where the stock price is going, but actually just here's some of the information. So I figured I'd just put the information out there, and I'm not trying to say to go on any side to try to buy anything, try to sell anything, try to do any of that stuff. I just like giving people information and telling them, what's going on. So then from the information that I've given, you kind of can do with what you wish. Let's see, just reading some of the comments down here to try to see if maybe there's even more information on this, but I don't want to go through all the different articles. I just figured that I would just try to, give you guys that information, and hopefully this information was helpful. And let me see if there's any more stuff that I could actually, I just want to make sure there's nothing that's just brand new that's coming out. I'm not gonna, stuff from Market Watch. So yeah, pretty much a lot of them are all just saying the same thing. People are getting scared because of the issuing of the 11 million new shares, 11.5 million new shares. So that information right there is going to be the reason why a lot of people are going to they're going to get scared. But the stock, some people are going to get scared, but other people are going to have diamond hands. And if you're one of those people, look, it's still going up. So it's again, I do not care what you do. I'm not telling anyone to do anything. I'm not even telling you guys what I have done in any of these markets, because I think that a lot of people will come out there and they'll give you information and they'll say, oh, you got to have this hand, you got to do that, or you got to do this, because they're trying to get people to go a certain way. Okay, I'm not playing in this game. I just want to give people information because I love reading about it and giving people, allowing people to know why things are going the ways they are, what may happen, what may not happen, and how to move forward. But yeah, pretty much all the articles are saying that people are looking at it and they're getting nervous because of the new shares being issued, because the corporations, they're trying to capitalize on it too. So AMC is trying to capitalize on it. So it's not even that it's the hedge funds doing really anything this and that I can think of, but it's unless the hedge funds are, I don't know, I actually have to look into that to see if the hedge funds are actually connected with AMC. So maybe someone have bought into it, and that's how they're able to issue new shares. They can do, there's all this different stuff that can go in the background that maybe I haven't read the information about yet. But the new shares are out there, and that's going to be the big reason why the stock's having what it's happening today. But I just wanted to give you guys that information. I've been going off for about 30 minutes. I'm not going to do it live all day. I do have to go out and make money. So that's what I'm going to do. But hopefully you guys make money. Hopefully everyone's safe with what's going on with the AMC stocks. I just want to give you guys the information. This is the first time doing a live. I know I kind of mumbled a lot, and I'm not used to doing these lives, but I figured I would try to give you guys information and give you guys information as it's going out, as it's moving, and hopefully this was helpful. If it was, give it a like, subscribe, and I'll catch you guys. Hopefully, if there's more news, I'll try to do lives either later on today or I'll do more information on it tomorrow morning as it opens up. But I might even do it pre-market because that's going to make the most sense. But just give people the information that I can. And, there's other YouTubers that you can watch that are going to be showing you candlesticks, where everything's moving, where everything's going. For me, I'm just going to give you the information, seem kind of more like a newscaster, who just allow you to know what's happening here, not telling you anyone what to do, not trying to sway anyone in any way, because I do feel a lot of other people are trying to do that. And it can, listen, it is what it is. I get why they want to do it, because it helps people make more money. But for me, I'm just like, hey, this is what's happening. Take with the information take the information that I give you and do with it what you please. So I hope you enjoyed the video. If you did, please drop a like, hit the subscribe button. Take care, y'all. Peace.